Alright, what is up guys, and welcome to this week's video. I'm just gonna change the lighting there a bit, that is better. So welcome to this week's video. I am super happy that I finally gotten a shorter video. It is less than half an hour, less than 20 minutes even, which is phenomenal for me, and it actually shows my full week of working out. So it was a really good week of working out, and I'm really excited to jump into it. So we are going to start now, and we start off with some comp squats. So I think the first set here is 140 before I jumped to 155, which is my top set. Moving a little bit slow, but I was really happy to jump to 155 because it's been such a slog. I just had a huge mental block on my squats for so long, and it just really annoyed me. So I am super happy to have pushed through it, because I was afraid that for some reason I had it in my head that if I squatted really heavy, my knee would just get really badly damaged. I don't know why, but that just ruined my squats in my head. So I'm just gonna zip over here and talk for a few seconds. So hi, I know that I'm doing a voiceover to this, but that's a huge PR. I know I'm saying this every week, but I know that I need to start pushing myself more when it comes to my squats, because I've just been a bit lax on them in the last while. So to jump up to 155 there and to nail it, really, I'm not 100% sure depth wise, but just for that to feel like it wasn't going to kill me gives me a lot of confidence, because my squats really do need to come up. I really need to stop being a little bitch and just get after them. So I'm super happy with that. Okay, and then we're on to bench. So here is my first attempt at 100, and I do 2 reps here because what happened is that when I was unracking, I pushed up and the bar went away from me, and I couldn't do it properly, so I re-racked it, and I decided to go again, which actually caused me to overshoot. And I think I had it the first time. I know Connor told me that this was an overshot, but I think I had it, and if I hadn't gone for it again, if I hadn't done the 2 reps, I shouldn't have done the 2 reps, really is the big problem there. But look, we live and we learn. So next was on to Wednesday's workout and my sumo deadlifts, and nothing super spectacular here. I really wasn't feeling great. Had a long tough day, and I was tired and not feeling the best going into the workout. And I warmed up decently, but everything just seemed heavy. I was in my head a bit, felt like I wasn't going to beat the 170 that I got the week before. So what I did was, I think this is 160 maybe on the bar. No, I think that's 150-ish probably on the bar now. And then what I did was I sent the video of my 165 into the group chat, I think, and they told me to go 172.5, and I thought I was going to die, because you can see here, like, this is the 165, and I was just tired and it was slow and it just didn't feel great. But I'm really happy that they pushed me, told me to move it, as Connor said, move it with some intent, and I don't have the screaming in there to save your ears, but I got myself really hyped up. My neighbours probably don't like me too much anymore anyway, so don't really care at this point. But yeah, I'm gonna chat about it here now as well once this set is over. But very
What's
happy
up?
with
So
how that went.
I was
Again, new
super
heaviest
close
set.
to saying that I'd overshot the 165 there. I know I've been talking up to now, but I'm super close to overshooting the 160, or calling the 165 an overshoot and leaving it there for the night because it felt so heavy and slow, and mentally I wasn't really in deadlifts today. After kind of overshooting on bench last night, it was a bit in my head, like, am I getting a bit cocky? Am I getting a bit ahead of myself? But that's the great thing about having a lot of guys. Granted, I have not met the vast majority of them in person, but I just have a load of guys there that if I ask and they think that I'm able to go up, they will tell me to go up and they'll hype me up, and I thank them for that because it helps so much. Like, I PR'd, volume PR on deadlift, and it's so helpful to have people there to just go, no, get out of your head, just go and lift the weight, because it really helps you to push yourself, and it is class, to be honest. So, gonna jump into bench, chatty, whatever.
Alright, so this is going to be a lot of me talking here for probably the next 4 minutes. So, here we have some Larson press 10s. I worked up to a top set 70. This could be it. The only thing is that there's no pause. Very little pause. Not very good. Also, all my top sets here are at 8 except for my single on which I did on Friday, which is a 7 on 3 count pause bench. There's no pause in these Larson presses. I'm not happy with that. I think what I'm going to do next week is I'm going to take 70 again, and I'm going to make sure that I actually stop each time. So, going to move on to my workout on Friday. It was a late enough workout, and we've high bar squats. So, worked out, had this nice camera angle. The camera doesn't really like focusing well, but depth didn't seem great yesterday evening. I'm not super impressed with it. It just doesn't look good. I'm sorry for this angle, by the way. Every time it happens, it's the only good angle I seem to have, and when I had it, if I left the camera where it was, it just kept falling over on its face, and I was going to end up with a smashed lens, which is bad enough that I already have this crack here all the time, which I'm really sorry about. But the top set on high bars, I think, what did we get up to? Got up to 132.5. So, like, it's nothing major. I just pipped last week. I chipped last week, and that's all I could have really asked for this week, because I just wasn't feeling it yesterday. I was struggling with my depth, and to be honest, I was looking forward to my bench single more than I was looking forward to anything else, and I was focusing on that in my head and really looking forward to it. So I'm happy with how that went, because I think this is 90 for the bench single, so you have your 3 counts and press, and they were flying. These felt amazing. This is 100. Which I'm pretty sure is longer than a 4 count. So happy enough with that. I have three back downs at 95 as well. So I had a lot of heavy singles yesterday, and I'm actually quite happy with how they all went. The last few, you can see me grimace there because they got a bit heavy at the end, and it's just the nature of it, I suppose. But you can see, like, I really struggled on that last rep. But we are on to today, and today was the big day of the week. I had conventional deadlifts, and here I'm pulling 155 for a triple, looking for an 8. And as you can tell, that moved real well. So I sent that to the group chat. They said I could go to 165, which I thought was going to be my top set of the day. And as you can see from 165, you can even tell from the first one, I knew from the first one that it was just too light. It moved really well. So, got myself hyped up for another top set was told to go to 172.5, which, as you will know, will have matched the sumo for the week. And okay, first one's a bit slow, but they didn't slow down. So I knew I was going to have to go up, and I was told 180 to go to for my next set. So 180 was loaded, which is 4 full plates, which is all the full plates I own. And it still moved really, really well. Bear in mind, this is my 3rd time of getting myself hyped up for a top set, as you can tell. So, loaded up another 5 kilos. My coach, Connor, said that 190 was probably there if I really wanted it, but I was taxed enough as it is. Maybe 185 is more than an 8, but I'm super happy with that, and I'm going to chat a bit here about it too. I'm super excited about it, as you will hear right. So, I don't like sumo anymore. That was class. I loved that. Now, granted, I had myself hyped up for 4 top sets, but that was class. Just to chat about that, because like that's a huge PR. My heaviest ever conventional deadlift is 195 kilos. I think I could have pulled 200 today if I wanted to. Other than that, I hit 160 last week, thinking I could get 165 this week, and just completely grooved it. Was told to go 165, then I got told to go to 172.5, thought that would be fine. I'll match my sumo deadlift from this week, that was grand. Moved really easily, put on 180, that was class. Did slow down a bit, I was really hyped up for that, and then 185 was heavy, but I think was a true weight. So I'm buzzing. Oh, powerlifting's class crack. Honestly, if you're thinking about doing it, just start, and then find yourself a group of people who are so sound and helpful and genuine as the Odyssey guys, and you are sorted. Because I definitely don't think I'd be making this sort of progress on my own. So, yeah. Time for back downs, and it's a good day. Yeah, so at this point I was dropping it down to 157.5 for back downs, and as you'll see very quickly, my hook grip had been, like, I just couldn't. It was taxed. This was my 9th set of the day. It was a lot of very heavy deadlifts today because of those 4 top sets essentially. So I took the wraps, or my straps. They're figure 8 straps, not the best straps in the world to use, but threw them on and just to grind out, just get the volume in. To be honest, I probably could have done with not doing them today. Like, I can still feel like just my glutes are dead, but I'm super happy with today and this week's workouts. When halfway through the week, if you asked me this, I probably would have said it wasn't a great week. Ended up being one of my best single weeks of powerlifting ever. It's just that huge jump from, I think I had 160 on the bar last week for my top set of conventional deadlifts, and I've pulled 185 today. Super happy, and I finished it off with a set of 12 at 8 for touch and go. This is me taking 70 for a spin, which, as you can tell, was handy out. I think I worked up to a top set of 80 today. Yes, it was 80. And I'm overall super happy with this week, and I am really excited to keep going with my powerlifting and with this block. Not that I wasn't, but I think that I can break the mental barrier on my squats. It's crumbling, and I just need to give it a good kick and burst through it right now, and I'm really happy about that. Bench might be plateauing a little bit, but we're gonna see in the next week. I know I need to drop my top set on bench down a little bit this week, possibly, to not overshoot. My squats, I think I have space. I just need to drive myself for squats and just keep ploughing at them. Excuse me. And we're already talking about 190 for my top set on conventional deadlifts this week. So 200, here we come. Yeah, it's really exciting. I am kind of in a bit of a cut. I have a call with Connor tomorrow, so I'm going to be discussing it a bit with him then today when you see this, but probably just going to really slowly decrease the amount of calories that I'm eating on a day-to-day basis, just to very slowly chip away some weight, because trying to build a better relationship with food along with trying to get a bit leaner, because the big belly makes it very painful to deadlift conventionally. It does hurt a bit because it just pinches, so I'd like to be able to wear my belt properly. Whether I would ever get to 93 to compete, I don't know, but I would like to be able to bulk into 105 for a competition. I would also like to lean myself out a bit, build more muscle, become a 105 that's not 20 kilos of fat or more. So yeah, been a great week. I finally made a shorter YouTube video, and thank you so much for watching. I'm really happy that I will hit 100 subscribers hopefully in the next few weeks. So please like, subscribe, comment, all of those fun things, and thank you very much.